Whew. I'm exactly, to the day, 6 months away from turning 60. And it's Sunday morning, and there's absolutely no way to get away from all these wrinkles. I can moisturize literally all day long. Can't soften them. That's it. That's what it is. And I went many, many years until just 10 or 11 days ago, staying away from the camera, not letting anyone take my photo, because I didn't like what I was seeing. My face falling down and my neck falling down. And so this last 10 days has been, I'm doing it. I'm doing the videos. 30-day video challenge. I think this is day 10. And after that, I vow to do at least one a week. Not two. Until my 60th birthday. So it's going to be a lot of figuring out what to say, but mainly this is a chronicle for my daughter. I want you to outlive me, my daughter. So I hope that you have this to look at long after I'm gone. And I'm praying for a miracle to crack your shell of resistance to healing. Because right now you have so much support, man. People are rooting for you. People have money ready, trying to help you with your medical stuff, and you won't accept anything. You won't cooperate with anything. I'm just praying that's going to change, man. I just pray that every day. I'll never give up. I will go to the grave trying to help you find healing. You are loved so much, adored, and you're adorable. I don't have a lot of insightful things to say today, so I'm going to tell another supernatural tale. And I like to preface this supernatural tale by saying I don't understand it. I don't know how it happened. I have to believe in metaphysical things because too many of them have happened. And I guess, because of that, I have to take them at face value. I don't know how they occur or why. Or why the chosen message is what it is. So I'm just going to give you my next supernatural tale. You already heard the one about what happened after I meditated for a cure for my daughter's GI tract malady. It was causing her so much pain when she was a baby. So that's a few videos back. I think it's entitled I Have a Supernatural Tale to Tell. It's a good one. It's a tale from beyond the veil. I can just tell you that now. So is this one. So this one is, I was living in this 2-story cabin type domicile. The bedroom and the bathroom were on the top floor. Very small. But the bedroom was cool because it was all windows on 3 sides. And it was in Laurel Canyon in Los Angeles. And surrounded by big trees on all sides. And there was this owl that lived right outside my window on the bough of this big pine tree. And I could lay in that bed and listen to that owl sing and hoot all night long, and it was glorious. It was so magical. Anyway, I digress. I lived in this 2-story, very small little cabin. And on the bottom floor, there was a living room with a fireplace, which was very cool. A little office area, and this really, the weirdest kitchen I've ever seen. This little galley kitchen. The weirdest kitchen I've ever seen. It was like L-shaped, and it was tiny. Only one person could really be in there at one time. And anyway, no windows in there too. It was a weird little kitchen. Anyway, I don't even think I had been dating your father yet. I don't think he had come on the scene yet. I think he was very soon to come on the scene. So, but not yet. I had just broken up with someone. Well, I would say it was 6 months past the breakup because I was in a new domicile, which means I had already left the domicile I shared with that person for many years. And it was actually it was right around the corner from the old domicile. And I decided I would paint my little office yellow. So I was painting the office yellow one day. And I turned around, and it was like early morning, like 10 in the morning, some such. And the sun rays would shoot into the pane windows in the living room at that time in the morning. So there was a lot of beautiful bright sunlight streaming in. And there was an open doorway with no door on it. It was just like an archway from the office, and you could see straight into the living room, straight out the living room door out into the garden. Very small place. So I was in that office area painting, and I turned around and I got down on my knees to, like, I guess I was pouring paint into the pan. And as I looked up, I saw you, right about the age of 2.5, 3, running across the threshold of the living room in the morning sun. I didn't know it was you at the time. I just saw a little girl with corn silk blonde hair, about shoulder length, tied up with a little barrette, a little blouse. I don't remember the bottoms. But you ran across the threshold, and you ran how you ran with autism. You ran with your arms out. And yeah, 2 seconds, 2.5 seconds, you ran across the threshold of the living room. It scared the poop right out of me. I didn't know it was you. Had no plans to procreate. Had no knowledge of anything. Just saw, at the age of 34, this absolutely gorgeous tow-headed little girl run across the threshold of my living room. It's so wild when stuff like that happens, because you're just, after it's over, you're like, what? What just happened? Who is this? What is this? How is this? How? I think within a month, I'd met your father. And so 4 months later, you were conceived in that kitchen, in that cabin. So you were around there. You were around that cabin waiting to come through. And still I'm agnostic, it's crazy. Still agnostic. I know for a fact that happened. But like stuff like that happens, it's really, really hard to grab onto it. But it was real, man. It was real as real as real could be. And it was you. It was exactly how you looked at the age of like 2.5, 3. The way you wore your hair with a little barrette and everything. So, you, that indicates to me that you were gonna come through. You were ready to come through. You were hanging around, waiting for your chance to come through. And you came. You came through. And I remember that day when you were conceived, and I knew in the moment that it happened that you had been conceived. At that moment, I knew it had happened. And I remember like 3 days later, 2 days later, I felt the egg fall into the lining of my uterus. I felt it. And you were there. That's it. That's the tale for the day. Sunday, my favorite day of the week. The weather is really nice, but too windy, cold wind, no ocean, no beach today. Yeah, I'm just going to leave it at that. Tell another tale in another day.